Hey guys, welcome to our summer program for Trio. Whether you're talent search or upward bound, or if you guys have finished those summer programs and are now taking college classes with me, that's awesome. We're going to get started. For all of us, it's going to be a pretty similar kind of start and intro into the course. So follow with me, and it's really easy. So hopefully you guys are familiar with Blackboard, or at least able to get there. That's what you see on the screen right here. If you aren't sure how to get there, you can get there going through mychemeketa.com, or even if you go to the Chemeketa website. So if I go to mychemeketa, which I have a link for it, it's nice and quick. Once you sign in, you should see something like this. There's Blackboard. Also, if you just go to chemeketa.edu, go to our main page. There's links for all of this stuff here. So you can see right up here in this corner, it says eLearn. Click on that. It'll have you log in using your MyChemeketa username and password. I'm already logged in, so skip that step for me. Doesn't matter which class you're in. You're going to click on whichever class for our math class, and it's going to look pretty much the same for here. Blackboard is really just kind of an initial landing spot for you guys. From here, we're going to use a different website that's free and really easy to use, and I'll show you guys that in a second. So let's start with Upward Bound Talent Search Summer Program. So once you log in, let me go into our student view so you guys see exactly what you see. You're going to see something that looks like this. Okay, well, we're getting started. Little blurb here. Okay, there's information about e-tutoring. It's something that for Talent Search Upward Bound isn't as critical, but definitely for Math 95, Math 111 students, I highly recommend registering for this e-tutoring. It's free. You have to register just so they can give you the services and stuff like that. It's the way they kind of track and assign those services. But yeah, I definitely recommend registering for that so you can have access to this free e-tutoring anytime you need it. Once you register, it does take a day or two to get that access, and that's why I say to register now. Don't wait until the night before a test to try and register and get that help. So go through that. Down here is the link for MyOpenMath. If you want to use this link, it's also just myopenmath.com. That's where we're going to be spending the bulk of our course. So how do we get to MyOpenMath? What do we do? What's the information? This right here. So from the Blackboard page, you see MyOpenMath registration sheet. This is something you're going to need to click on. It's different for each of the courses, so make sure you go into yours and actually click on it. Don't just use this video for yours. But for Talent Search Upward Bound, we're doing a problem-solving unit, okay? And so what you're going to do is follow these very simple steps. Go to myopenmath.com, click register. When it asks for the course ID and enrollment key, here's the course ID, 76179, different for the other courses. The enrollment key is the same for all of them, Trio. Very simple. So let's go to MyOpenMath. So let's log out. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go to myopenmath.com. It's that easy. You can use one of those links as well. And then if you've never used this before, you'll register as a new student. When you register as a new student, it's really simple. You just want to put in your information in here. It's just basic stuff, nothing too crazy. Okay. Go with your whatever username you're going to remember, whatever passwords you're going to remember. Email address is always good to use your Chemeketa email. It's always good to keep checking your Chemeketa email. But if you know you're never going to check your Chemeketa email, it might not be a bad idea to put in a personal email here. Okay, this is not tied to the school, so you don't have to use your Chemeketa email. It's good too, just because it's a school thing. Keep all that stuff together. And then once you've done all that, here's where you can enter the course ID and enrollment key and sign up for the course. If you have already created an account, if you've used MyOpenMath in some capacity before, you'll just want to log in. And then under here, it'll say enroll in a new class. And you'll enter the course ID and enrollment key. Very simple. Now, we'll run you through the courses. For those of you who are in different courses, it's pretty much all starting the same way. I'm going to kind of run through each one individually really quick and just kind of show you how to start. But starting off is pretty much all the same. So problem solving, this is our Upward Bound Talent Search. Okay, the student view. So you come in here. This is where you're going to land. So I have my virtual office, which this is where if you ever schedule an office hour with me, this is what you'll click. It's a Zoom link. Also, when we have our weekly class meeting, which for Upward Bound Talent Search is at 9 o'clock on Wednesdays, 9 to 9:50. For Math 95, it's 10 to 10:50. And for Math 111, it's 11 to 11:50. So make sure you guys are familiar with this. If you've never used Zoom before, it might not be a bad idea to make sure you have a login. Your My Chemeketa works for your login. You get access to Zoom through the Chemeketa username and password. So that's a very simple way to get to it. It has a schedule with what's available. You can see here that this is for the problem solving course. Week 1 discussion is available to you and due on Sunday. Week 1 homework is gray because it's not yet available. Because to get the homeworks available, you have to get 100% on the syllabus quiz. And let's talk about that. So if you click on the Start Here folder, you've got a little welcome message for me for this class here. There's a weekly plan, kind of the weekly layout of what we would do. Normally we'd be in class, we'd be doing some fun things, watching some videos, doing some problems, and having a lot of fun, doing some games and some scavenger hunts and stuff like that. Unfortunately, with the way we're doing it this year, this is how it's going to be. So I hope it's still fun, but it's going to be a little different. Netiquette, read through all this stuff, okay? The e-tutoring stuff again. Here is our syllabus, so make sure you read through this. This is something any class you ever take, whether it's this trio upward bound thing, it's always a good idea to read through the syllabus so you have an understanding of what is expected of you, okay? So for this class, you will be getting a grade just like you always have every summer. I've been pretty lenient with those grades. This year, it's a little more laid out and designed of what is expected of you and what you're going to have to do. Okay, as the final project gets closer, we'll talk about what that's going to be. Okay, so you read through the syllabus, and then you're just going to go through, and there's a syllabus quiz. Very simple. Okay, some basic questions. All right, this one has 3 different questions you're going to have to answer. You have unlimited attempts on those, or actually 100 attempts. You have to get a perfect score to be able to access the homeworks. And so this is again the problem solving class. Go to week 1. And here's the reading for week 1. Here's the practice problems you need to have done by Wednesday for a meeting. Then this is the discussion post, and here is the homework problems. Pretty simple and straightforward. So let's jump to 95. Okay, so Math 95, again, you're going to see the very same thing. You land here. Again, here's the assignments. Math 95, the way I have it set up, and you can see a calendar of our week here, or our term here, is every week we're going to do a whole chapter. So week 1, we're doing chapter 1. Week 2, we're doing chapter 2. Week 3, chapter 3 plus a test. Week 4, chapter 4. Week 5, chapter 5. Week 6 is our final, and it's going to be kind of that week that you have to take the final. What I've decided to do is everything for the week is due Sunday night. So while I say here, cover 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5 isn't until Thursday, so that's Thursday to Sunday. It's a quick turnaround. But in reality, you can access all of these on Monday. So all of chapter 1 is available to you right now to start working on and start getting that done. Then next Monday, the 29th, all of chapter 2 will be available. So there is no I have to wait until Thursday to start 2.5. If you're on top of things and you get through them quicker, you can be done well before. So don't procrastinate. It's an easy thing to do, but it's a really important thing not to do. So again, you're going to go to the start here. Again, same stuff. You have a syllabus. You have a syllabus quiz. You have to get 100% to get everything accessed. Okay. Once you get those available, chapter 1, section 1.1. There you go. Okay. As the term goes on, I'm going to be posting videos into these. So my goal is to have a video for each section, or at least kind of each kind of together section. Some of these sections are very similar, and I'll kind of put one video for that unit. And so that would be where that video would be. So you would go into chapter 1, section 1.1, and there would be a video link in there of how to read qualitative graphs and how to deal with those. Okay, very simple. So now let's talk about Math 111. Math 95, hold on, don't bail out on me yet. Okay, so again, same landing spot. Your guys' stuff is spread out a little bit differently instead of doing everything by a week, because it's not just whole chapters. So you can see on our schedule, you can see when everything is due is listed on there, as well as on the calendar, anything that has been assigned, you can see when it's due. So your first things are due this Friday. Okay, then this Sunday you have an assignment, a quiz, and a discussion due. Next Wednesday you have an assignment due. And next Monday, more assignments will become available, and you'll see those due dates fill into the calendar as well. Again, same thing. You have another start here, syllabus, quiz, and all of those good things. Okay. 111, I've already taught this class in an online remote format, so I already have created videos for you guys. So when you click into Unit 1, The way your week progresses is very simple. You're going to come in here. You're going to want to look at our video guide, okay, which is just kind of some key things from the video. This is by no means the only notes you need to take, but this is the minimum notes you need to take, okay? Once you've done that, you can work on the Foundations video quiz. So you'll watch the videos with this video guide, filling that in. This quiz, you have to get 100% on the syllabus quiz to make all this stuff available. And then you have to get 100% on this video quiz to make the homework problems available. And that's the way each of these sections work. And the reason why I do that is to force you to watch the videos and to actually have understood the videos. If you watch the videos and don't understand them enough to get 100% on this video questions, then it means that you really have no understanding and you're not going to do well on the actual homework problems. And so you need to go back in and watch those videos or set up an appointment and meet with me. Okay. So 95 and 111 are going to be a little different, a little more strict with 111 because it's a college level course. I want to make sure you have a really good understanding before you move on to future courses. Okay. I'm going to jump back in. So Math 95, if you tuned me out, tune back in. I'm going to jump into an assignment, and I want to show you guys some of the ways to enter problems in here. Okay. So if we start this assignment, we get some nice questions, really simple. And with each question, as it says in the syllabus, as you'll read, you get 3 attempts per problem and 3 different problems for each question. Okay, and you can see here, you can try a similar question 2 more times because this is your first one here. And you have 3 more tries on this question. So this is just asking us which of these are functions. If we just guess. So I see that I got partial credit. So yellow means that I got some of it right, but not all of it right. Okay. Now I can change my answer. I don't try a similar question until you've used up all 3 of your attempts. Okay. So let's try and get it completely wrong. Here we go. I got this problem totally wrong. So now I got a red X saying I got 0 points. However, because on the first one I got that 0.67, it still gives me that score. It keeps your highest score in there. So let's get right answer, and you get a green check. Okay, red means nothing, yellow means partial, green means got everything. Pretty simple. Okay, let's jump down here, see if we can find a good problem. Not that one. Here we go. So when you're entering answers in here, okay, MyOpenMath is kind of a hard thing to type into a computer, but MyOpenMath is really nice, and it has these very helpful hints and things like this. So if you need to type in a fraction, you can use this button. If you need to use an exponent, you can use this button. Okay, so let's say I want to have n to the 5th power. Okay, so we can type all that in. There are ways to type that in linear format, or in other words, something like if I wanted to have n to the 5th, I could do it like that. So that's using some keyboard keys. So if you're someone that's into coding and things like that, that may be something you want to kind of figure out. It's pretty quick and easy to type, but just whatever is comfortable to you guys. So that's this course. If you guys have any questions, always email me. I am constantly checking my email, even outside of the Monday through Thursday kind of class meetings that we have. So even on the weekends, I'm checking my emails and my messages in here. So make sure you guys are actively participating in this course. Do not procrastinate. Do not procrastinate. Do not procrastinate. It's summer. We've got 4 weeks if you're trio upward bound, or 5 weeks, and we've got like 6. We got to the end of July. Okay? Got to the end of July. Stick with me. Gut it out, and let's have a great summer. All right, you guys. I'll see you later.